Vanessa, played by Michelle Hardwick, and Charity, Emma Atkins, have been getting along in recent weeks, despite the messy circumstances behind their breakup a couple of years ago on Emmerdale. The former lovers almost shared a kiss a few weeks ago, and this week, it seems more and more characters on the ITV soap have discovered their scandalous secret. With Mackenzie Boyd, Lawrence Robb, out of the way, the door was left open for the Woolpack landlady to reclaim the woman of her dreams, but it seems everything could be turned on its head after Vanessa bumped into a possible new love interest in Wednesday night's installment. In the most recent episode of the village-based drama, Charity was continuing to distract herself from thinking about Mackenzie. At the same time, Paddy Kirk, Dominic Brunt, noticed there was still a spark lingering between his colleague and her former lover. Vanessa professed there was nothing going on, but she soon caved in and explained to the village that the pair almost kissed. Before he could convince himself there was something going on between them, Vanessa stated she didn't want anyone to know as it could give off the wrong impression. Unfortunately, the beloved character dropped himself in it with Mackenzie's sister, Moira Barton, Natalie J. Robb, as he got the wrong end of the stick and presumed the farmer knew about the near kiss. Moira was left fuming with what she was hearing, blaming Charity for driving her brother away and upset over the fact she might not see him again. With the farmer on the warpath, Paddy screamed at her as she left the pub there was nothing going on between the two women. Needing the truth from the horse's mouth, Moira decided to confront Vanessa about what she had heard, with the vet blown away by how angry she was. "I need to know if there is anything going on between you two," the farmer asked, with Vanessa telling her there was no spark or romance whatsoever. Not satisfied by the answer, Moira continued, "Because one minute, she's begging me to talk to Mackenzie and then I find out this. Look, I know what this might look like, but there is nothing going on," Vanessa explained, adding, "It was just a mistake. So please, don't say anything to Mackenzie," she asked, stating there was no chance she and Charity were going to get back together. Although the vet seemed pretty sure about this, the past says otherwise, as many characters have said their relationship was done before reigniting their spark. At this point, fans of Vanity wouldn't think the chances of them getting back together would have been ruled out completely. However, towards the end of the episode, newcomer to the show Susie, Martell Edinburgh, bumped into the village vet. Susie was carrying a cake for a client she was working for, and when Vanessa was reversing her car, she didn't realize the newcomer was behind her. This meant the cake was plastered all over the floor, and when she got out of the car, the vet asked the newcomer what she thought she was playing at. "Maybe you should look where you're going next time," Vanessa remarked to Susie, who told Charity's ex she should apologize. She also suggested Vanessa attend some anger management classes, with the mother of one stating the newcomer should take a chill pill. As she walked off, Susie has a grin on her face, as it seemed she was quite pleased she managed to rile up Vanessa. "How well do you know your British soaps? How many times has Ian Beale been married in EastEnders? What is the name of Bianca Jackson and Ricky Butcher's son on EastEnders? On EastEnders in 2002, who accidentally ran Jamie Mitchell over in his car which caused his death? How many times has Corey's Steve MacDonald been married? What happened to Emily Bishop in Coronation Street? Who murdered Maxine Peacock in Coronation Street in 2003? Which incident in 1993 killed off 4 characters in Emmerdale? When did the show stop being known as Emmerdale Farm? On what day did Hollyoaks air its first episode? What was the name of the much-loved Coronation Street pet dog who was put down in April 2020 after 14 years? 1996 saw the arrival of one of Hollyoaks' all-time bad boys and rival of Kurt Benson, but who is he? Who is the longest-serving character on Coronation Street? Who shot Phil in EastEnders? How many fires have there been at Corey's Rover's return? Get out of my pub, you're no soaps fan. You're either too young to remember the big lines or have better things to do on weekday evenings. Casual viewer, you watch them sometimes so you kinda know what's been going on. Die-hard fan, you love watching the soaps so much your entire week is planned around when they air. It has been revealed in spoilers for next week's episodes Susie is going to be a new love interest of the beloved villager. With this in mind, it is unlikely Vanessa will be reuniting with Charity romantically anytime soon as she begins to enjoy her new romance. If things before serious between the pair of them, it could lead to the end of Vanity for good. With Vanessa moving on with her life, Charity would be forced to sit on the sidelines and watch, knowing there is nothing she can do to change her former lover's mind. But will Vanessa and Susie get their happy ever after, and will Charity be forced to move on to another relationship herself? Producer of the show, Laura Shaw, spoke with Express.co.uk and other media earlier this year and explained things were going to get tricky for a Vanity reunion. The soap boss said, "Vanessa is back and obviously that is going to set the cat amongst the pigeons for Mac and Charity. Will we see Charity and Vanessa back together in 2022, or will we see Vanessa head off in a new direction? Maybe. I think it's going to be time for people to decide whether they are Team Vanity or Team McKitty," she continued. It is looking ever more likely this is the end for Vanessa and Charity as they decide to become friends instead of lovers.